If you're in the market for some new kitchen appliances, get ready to spend some serious cash, but not too much. Hoping for some bang for your buck? Then these aren't the brands you're looking for. Every keen home baker either has a KitchenAid stand mixer or wants one. They're the Cadillacs of countertop appliances, built to last and handed down through families. KitchenAid pieces start out in the affordable range, with simpler mixers available for $150, but they get higher from there and top out at over $800 for special editions. KitchenAid fans say there's a reason for that, though.
Yes, it is more expensive, but it is the last mixer you will ever buy.
That said, if the price predicts a long life thanks to a powerful motor, the time will come when you'll need to have it fixed, well made as it is. If you're not prepared to buy a high-priced mixer that needs maintenance like a car, maybe try a cheaper brand so repairs and replacements are less painful. The company makes more than mixers too, albeit with less than stellar results. Depending on where you shop, KitchenAid fridges can be priced at up to $13,000, but they tend to break frequently. As one customer posted on Consumer Affairs, now on our third KitchenAid refrigerator in less than 7 years. Would not recommend. If you drop a stack like that on a fridge, it's not too much to ask for it to last. Life may be good, as the LG motto goes, but the company's kitchen appliances are a little too high on the price scale for the quality they present. Prices for the company's fridges range from $1,000 to $8,000 and higher. Microwaves start at around $200 and head north of $1,000. And a traditional oven can cost between $1,000 and $4,000. Once you have them installed, it seems that they start malfunctioning almost immediately, an irritating bonus that no customer wants to get. To warn others who might be tempted to pick up the high-tech LG kitchen suite, those who know better have taken to Reddit to attest to the breakage problem. One customer called for fixes to a fridge and freezer issue 3 months after moving into a new house. After paying for a $400 replacement part to get the fridge working properly, the dishwasher started throwing up repair codes. Other LG customers report that repairs can be expensive, even when the warranty is still in play. The defective linear compressors in LG fridges were troubling enough to cause a class action lawsuit. So what seems to be the issue here? Electronic components appear to be a frequent culprit, motherboards in particular. It's even possible for the same appliance to require motherboard replacement on a near regular basis. Sometimes the parts aren't being made anymore, complicating the issue to the point of utter frustration. One disgruntled customer posted on Reddit, "LG equals literal garbage."
A SMEG fridge? What happened to the old one that smelled like newspapers on the inside?
You've likely seen SMEG appliances in the form of those glossy, rounded fridges that give home kitchens a sleek retro vibe. SMEG also applies its kitschy mid-century aesthetic to countertop appliances like electric kettles, toasters, and coffee makers. The company's most noteworthy offering? A stand mixer that attempts to go paddle to paddle with KitchenAid. Its $675 price tag would be a green flag for a trouble-free purchase if the world of appliance shopping was fair and kind. Unfortunately, it's rough out there. Then there's the ultimate and ridiculously overpriced kitchen items, a SMEG cooler shaped like a classic car trunk that goes for an unjustifiable $14,000. When you circle around the company's website and see cross promotions with Fiat and Porsche, you understand that you're paying for status and style here. If you ask us, if you're paying that much for a car-shaped fridge, you should be able to drive it. It might seem like a bit of expensive fun to decorate your cooking space with retro kitchen items making a comeback in vibrant Technicolor, but those who've investigated and tried the brand for themselves have shared their not-so-impressed opinions on Reddit, calling it cute garbage and bringing up the SMEG toaster as one of their worst offenders. For a premium appliance like that, sturdiness and longevity should be key criteria. Cuteness shouldn't even enter the conversation. The Samsung that makes phones and TVs also makes appliances that go for a small fortune. With some of the company's fridges priced at more than $3,000 and dishwashers soaking customers at upwards of $1,000, you might assume you're getting top-notch contraptions to help you make restaurant-quality dinners. For that kind of money, why wouldn't you? The poor quality of the Samsung fridge is well known by repairmen who get repeated calls to fix their fridges. Many times, repairs are impossible, meaning that the products have to be tossed instead. From dishwashers that stop working to ice makers that give up the ghost, it seems that nothing kitchen-based from Samsung can be depended upon for long life or easy fixes. You can't go wrong with one of their 4K TVs, but you very much can with one of their so-called smart refrigerators. So why does the company keep their items at such high price points? AI and the interconnected capabilities of those smart appliances are definitely involved. There may be an element of convenience offered by Samsung's 21st century twist on kitchen machinery, but it's nowhere near necessary enough to make unsuspecting buyers spill their piggy banks. After all, who needs touchscreens to make delicious meals? Owning top-of-the-line kitchen appliances from Miele means paying top dollar, which should afford you more than just shiny objects to store and cook your food. With fridges that cost 5 figures and deluxe espresso machines priced at $1,799 and up, a Miele device should be a purchase you can brag about.
We were actually thinking of getting a Miele.
I heard they outlive most marriages.
The Miele brand may be top tier in the US, but if you check online, you'll learn that it's considered mid-quality at best everywhere else. Specifically, one customer argued that the extra bells and whistles on a Miele range seemed unnecessary, which drove them into the arms of a GE oven instead. Another Miele owner shared issues their mother had with both a Miele overrange hood fan that couldn't be fixed without great pains and a dishwasher that conked out just after the 5-year warranty expired. Someone else had issues with a Miele appliance that took months to fix and ended up being scrapped for a replacement. A common theme through many Miele customer complaints is the lack of helpful service. If a company expects its patrons to pay through the nose for its appliances, the very least it can do is apply prompt and proper assistance when their machines grind to a halt. Without this obvious necessity, it's clear that Miele is selling overpriced kitchen appliances capable of ruining your meals while draining your bank balance. Whirlpool used to be one of the most dependable names in the kitchen appliance business. Just about every home in America had one of the company's appliances. You could usually depend on a workhorse Whirlpool piece giving you little trouble, whether it was a fridge that kept running into the future or a dishwasher that didn't know when to quit, except when the cycle was over. But now, not so much. Consumer Affairs features over 1,300 one-star reviews for Whirlpool fridges, which more than half of them are. One customer complained that their purchase lasted only 5 days before the compressor bombed out. Another wrote, "Poor quality, very noisy. The tech they sent out to my area did nothing. Told me they have complaints on the noise, nothing they can do. I have to live with it." Whirlpool fridges have many of the same problems that KitchenAid ones have, which makes sense when you learn that Whirlpool owns the KitchenAid brand. Chatter on Reddit, meanwhile, points out that rising prices for Whirlpool in recent years haven't been matched by dependability, functionality, or proper service when repairs or replacements are needed. You can save a ton of money and a lot of heartache by putting your funds on appliances from a less pricey, more customer-friendly brand. If you're looking for the best coffee maker that isn't Keurig, go ahead and scratch overpriced Breville machines off your list before you start shopping. This familiar brand delivers its supposedly superior coffee contraptions for anywhere between $300 and $3,000. Even a piece as simple as a standalone milk steamer costs $200. You're already paying a fortune for the coffee and the milk. You shouldn't have to go broke buying a glitzy machine that's just going to break at some point. Oh yeah, your high-priced Breville is likely to malfunction. Word is that they sometimes go on the fritz within the first 6 months of use, thanks to poor manufacturing in China. One description on Reddit says that they're not as well made as other espresso makers. Even the Breville site contains 1-star reviews where customers describe having issues after less than a year of use. If the grinder goes, the brewer won't function, which renders the whole machine useless. One reviewer said of their Barista Express model, "Looks cool sitting on the counter, but does not work. If you want to waste a lot of perfectly good coffee, time, and money, buy this machine." Another legacy company, Frigidaire, is one of the brands most indelibly linked to high-quality refrigerators. There's more than a century's worth of keeping food fresh and cold for customers to tap into, a reputation that should be bulletproof by now. Considering that the company created the first self-contained electric refrigerator, their pedigree could easily convince customers to spend whatever is necessary to have a prime piece in their kitchen.
I should have bought a Frigidaire.
Perhaps not, as Frigidaire has slowly thawed into a shell of its former self. Customers have shared horror stories of malfunctioning ovens that don't respond to repeated repair attempts, resulting in not a refund but a replacement oven that's presumably just as prone to breakage. Induction stoves seem to have their own problems, with electronic components lasting around 3 years before requiring hundreds of dollars in repeated repairs. It's a shame that you can't count on a stalwart like Frigidaire to keep its trajectory when it comes to matching price to quality. When one person posted on Reddit saying that a local shop owner recommended one of their fridges, another responded, "First off, find a new appliance person. Any person who tried to sell you Frigidaire products is not working in your best interest." Café is the home design influencer's answer to otherwise boring appliances. With matte finishes and interchangeable handles available in designer tones, it's the GE glow-up with chic machines that blend seamlessly with your decor. The idea sounds nice, but then you learn that their commercial-level ranges and fridges cost between $4,000 and over $10,000. $129 for a toaster? That's a bit much. By the time you discover that the company has a signature line from actor Kate Hudson, you start to realize that you're paying for style and status instead of substance and stability. Customers have encountered issues with their entire selection of Café kitchen pieces, from dishwashers that need serious TLC, to induction ovens that require replacements, to refrigerators that sound like they're on their last legs. Even serious cooks confess that they can't be swayed into paying so much for a stove. And that matte finish that looks so luxe? Apparently it's prone to scratches and dents, according to customers who left 1-star reviews at Lowe's. A stove isn't any more or less functional depending on how well it matches the rest of your kitchen. Café would like you to think all the aesthetic bells and whistles are worth steep premiums, but you're smarter than that, right? The name Thermador conjures images of a Roman gladiator or a temperature-themed supervillain, but in reality, it's yet another overpriced appliance brand. Thermador has a long history of adding luxury machines to the modern kitchen, but don't let the sheen of these ultra-contemporary fridges and ovens dazzle you into overpaying. One customer claimed that every piece in their 4-appliance collection needed repairs. Another dropped an extra $500 to fix a microwave, only to learn that the new part caused additional damage that required another $700 to fix. There's nothing more annoying than hidden costs in faulty products. You might think you'd at least get sympathetic customer service for what you pay, but patrons report that asking for assistance from Thermador is like walking through a labyrinth of frustrating dead ends. Before you get your heart set on anything Thermador makes, consider the brand one of the most overpriced of all, and look elsewhere to get your kitchen in shape.